that you niggas snitching. Word on the town, I'm fucking niggas bitches. Word on the town, that you ain't selling dope. Word on the town, that you niggas going broke. Word on the town, that you niggas snitching. Word on the town, I'm fucking niggas bitches. Word on the town, that you ain't selling dope. Word on the town, that you niggas going broke. Chopper bullets, we killing shit, no 22s, no Emmett Smith. Pull out on you and let it rip. Kill your dogs like Michael Vick. Yellow take first 48. Don't give a fuck if they catch a case. Them guns blazing broad daylight, no mask on they bare face.
Bare face when we get them, don't become a victim. Should've used his intuition, wouldn't have caught him slipping. Open and the pill ass nigga, we got your number. Put him in the trunk, treat him like some Louis luggage.
Just in case a nigga think he finna take mine, I'ma give his ass a clip, tell a pussy nigga take 5. Real street niggas, get it how they live. Cut that gangsta shit out, cause that ain't who you is. Word on the town, that you niggas snitching. Word on the town, I'm fucking niggas bitches. Word.
YouTube, what's good? It's your boy B Got Variety. Today, we got a transformation. You know, my man just had this Mohawk for about a year now, and he said today it's gotta go. So today we're gonna hook him up with like a mid to low drop fade. And he said that he wanted to get dreads, so we're not gonna thin out the sides and fade it all the way up. We're gonna leave it pretty full because after this haircut, it's gonna get twisted and then we're gonna cut him again. So I want him to have as much hair on the sides as possible for those dreads. So as you see, we're gonna just start by freeform shaping the hair into the haircut that we want. And once we get it to the desired length and the desired bulk on the side, then we'll go ahead and start. So now that I got it down to the desired length and the right gradients like I want, I go ahead and use my wall cordless detailers to set my ball line in. I like to put a hard line in at first so that way it's nice and neat and I can come back and use my detailers to get it out. Okay, so right here, what you see me doing is I got the hair pinned up, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take my comb and bring some of that hair down in the front. So then I'm gonna take my 1A metal and go ahead and just go with the grain and knock it down, and this is gonna give it to where he has a nice visible hairline, because as you can see, once we take those clips out, that hair is gonna sit on top of it. So after I knock all this hair down, I'll go back through and I'll use my trimmers to clean up the hair hanging over the front, and then you'll be able to see the tapered out hairline. So the second step to our fade, we're gonna debulk with the number 2 metal. When you got real coarse hair, these clippers are real good. The metal guards, they go through anything, you know. You can't stop these clippers. And on the end is super ZR2s. You can adjust the speeds depending on the type of hair. So we're gonna go in, clear out that first inch with 2 metal. Then we'll come right back under it with a blade open all the way, lever open, going up about 1/2 inch. And I like to detail as I go, so you'll see me playing with my lever right there, opening and closing it, knocking out that bottom line, you know. I just feel like it's faster if you detail while you go in the steps of a haircut rather than putting all your guidelines in, taking out the guidelines, and then trying to detail and polish the fade. If you put everything in and then you detail it and take it, erase everything, it's much faster. Now we got the bottom nice and blurry. We're gonna take that 1 guard closed, go up 1/2 inch again, and right where you can see the line of demarcation above it, we're gonna open the lever and we're gonna scoop out towards the top. So when you scoop out towards the top, you're gonna drop down in the lever again in each notch, and you're gonna just detail as you go. I keep saying it, you know, it makes it way faster. And when you scoop out like that towards the top, you're blending into a 1.5 already, so it's quicker. Now you don't even need the 1.5 guard. Now it's like you're just going straight from a 1 close with the grain, because remember, he's getting dread, so there's gonna be a separation right there. So right here, we're gonna take the 0 guard or the 0.5 guard, and we're gonna go halfway close, and we're just gonna scoop out at the middle of that line. And we're gonna flick out and just keep adjusting the lever as you get higher and higher, keep raising the lever. Like I said, detail as you go is the quickest way possible. Like, I don't know what more I have to say for you to understand this, you know. Why put the lever all the way up, set the line in, and then slowly notch down, when you can just go in halfway already, erasing half of the line, and then come back through and close up the lever and take away the rest of the line, and then detail the rest of the way. You just cut 2 minutes off of that step alone. And right here is a bad camera angle, but you can see me going with the grain with the 0 guard, and the area that I'm hitting with the grain, that was the area right in between like the 1.5 and 1 area. And if you go with the grain with a 0 guard open like that, you can just slightly take it out with your corners. So right here, we're gonna go no guard, lever all the way open. I didn't get the rest of this footage. My camera turned off on me right here, but you see me doing a raking motion. That raking motion takes out the weight in the blend. So then all you got to do is come up with your corners after you flick it back right side over and just flick at it to get the blend. So now you see here, what you do to one side, you must do to the other. And I know I'm probably throwing you off right here because I split the clip. But now we're gonna take the 1 guard and we're gonna try fading down. Like I said, you're gonna take the 1 closed all the way up 1 inch, and then you're gonna open it up. And once you get to the top, you're gonna start flicking out. Once you start flicking out, that's like you're fading into a 1.5 already. Like I said, he's getting dread, so we don't want it to be faded up into a 2. We want it to be faded up like it's a 1.5 against the grain, because when he gets that twisted, we want him to hang right over the side like it's a 1. So detail as you go with that 1 guard, come down with the grain as you get closer towards the line, because we want that to sit more laid. So now we got that 0 guard half closed, and then we're just gonna open it up and get the detailing as we go to the top. Like I said, with the fading down system, it's pretty much all detail as you go, you know. You don't have to necessarily set in your guidelines as prominent as you would if you were fading up, because once you're coming down, you'll see the blend start to come together. It's really easier than fading up because you can afford to make a mistake and leave a line, you know. It's harder when you have to just go off of one guideline while you're trying to fade up and you don't even know what you're fading up into. Now to finish the blend up, we're gonna take that half guard off and we're just gonna use our corners. We're gonna flip that clipper over and do the rake down motion to soften this blend up, and just all corner work and detailing and flicking out. That's what's gonna get us this blurry effect that we're trying to get, you know. It's all corner work, because when you use your corners of the clippers and you only use 1 to 2 teeth, it's kind of like you're using a blending shear. And a blending shear is what you use once you're trying to get that next level of blur in your transition. So now that we're done with the fade, we're gonna go ahead and put that final freehand trim on the sides. I didn't want to take off too much because he's had his hair for a really long time and he wants to start his twist with a decent amount of length. So right here, I'm not really going for length to be cut off. I'm really removing bulk. I have a master's blade on these magic clips, so I just prefer to use the master's blade because it really lets you hear all the hair, and it really is good for thinning out whenever you're freehand trimming. So I'm gonna go ahead and shape the sides. He didn't want a square look, he wanted more of a round look. So if you're looking at this haircut and you thinking it looks kind of funny to you, you just gotta remember the intent that it was given with. In a week or so, he will have dreads. So we're gonna go back over this, and he wants to have as much full hair as possible so he can have healthy locks. So as you see, we're coming to the final stages of this video. The lineup, you know, make or break for a haircut. My camera ended up dying on me, and I didn't get all of this footage. I didn't get any of the razor work. I didn't get any of the enhancements, but I did get it pretty crispy. I'm new to this whole recording and cutting and everything. Like, it's very hard to get the proper angles and lighting and everything, but I'm gonna get better and I'm gonna do better for y'all. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, please share. Follow me on Instagram at uncle_Veek. That's the Twitter handle too. You know, show some love. Let me know what kind of videos y'all want. If y'all want more barber videos, cool. If y'all want more pranks, mukbangs, Q&As, anything, just tap in with me on my socials, comment on my YouTube videos, and just let me know what kind of content y'all want, man. And I greatly appreciate y'all, and I thank you to all my subscribers and anybody who's been watching me. I just thank you so much, you know.